everybody! I want to share a game today called Eraserman. It's like Hangman, but instead of adding parts when you miss letters, we take parts away. And instead of just having a space for each letter, I made a box that will give you an extra clue as to whether it's a tall letter, mid-sized letter, or one of those letters that drops below the line. So you can think of all the alphabet letters that go above the middle line, the ones that stay under that middle line, and the ones that drop below the low line. If you can't remember them all, it helps to have an ABC list right in front of you. So you know that there's one of each kind, at least one of each kind of letter in this word. Now, if I was playing this with you, I'd ask you to guess a letter, and a good first guess is always a vowel, because almost every word has a vowel in it. So A, E, I, O, U. And maybe you'd start alphabetically and guess A. If you guess A, I'm sorry, we'll have to recycle that for the next round. There's no A in this word, and I'm going to erase Eraserman's hat. So he starts losing parts. And then your next guess, you'd guess a tall letter. And again, if you're going alphabetically, maybe you'd pick B, because B has a tall back. If you guess B, I'm sorry, there's no B. And I'm going to erase Eraserman's arm. He's disappearing. Now go back to the vowels again. We know there's not an A. There has to be at least one vowel in this word. And maybe you'd guess E. If you guess E, you're correct. And I'll put an E in this box. And we keep going. Why don't you guess a letter? I'm going to listen. See if you can hear. You guys guess.
N.
N? Did I hear an N? Well, N is a letter shaped like this. You'd write it under the line, and there's no more letters that size. So I'm sorry, N will have to be recycled for the next round. And I'm going to erase Eraserman's shoe. Now you know that the next letters to guess are either going to be tall, above the middle line letters, or this one goes below the bottom line. So you can look at your ABC chart or think through the alphabet, and maybe you want to start at the end of the alphabet and guess a letter that drops below the line. Can you think of a letter like that drops below the line that might come at the end of a word? Why? Right? Why? And that has a tail that drops below the line, so it fits in that box. Good job. Guess another tall letter. Can you think of another tall letter? You already guessed. Guess it's not a B. C, D. You want to guess D? Maybe it's a D? If you guess D, I'm sorry. It's not a D. I'm going to have to erase Eraserman's other foot. No wonder he looks so sad. Think of another tall letter. Maybe an H? Hey, that has a tall back and a hump at the halfway mark. Now maybe you can guess what the word's going to be. I can read already. These letters spell hay. And before we left school last month, some of you had this for a sight word. You think of a tall letter that would fit next to the H, that would make one of your sight words? Did you guess T? That's right. So I put the T here. That's a tall T. And what does it spell? They. Good job. So this is a game. You don't need chalk and a chalkboard to play it. You can play it on paper. So that's Eraserman. Have fun with it. Bye.